true crime lovers! Today we are going to discuss the death of a man in North Korea in 2023. Mindlesswork was a man whose life was a series of unfortunate decisions, fueled by his lack of foresight and a streak of bizarre creativity. As the senior ladder craftsman at North Korea's largest ladder store, he had built a reputation for crafting sturdy, reliable ladders. However, when tasked with creating a special ladder for Kim Jong Un himself, Mindlesswork's creativity spiraled into disaster. Using the finest carbon fiber available, Mindlesswork crafted a masterpiece. But in a moment of misguided inspiration, he painted the ladder in the vibrant colors of the LGBTQ+ flag. He thought it would symbolize unity and strength, concepts that, in his mind, were perfect for a ladder. When he proudly presented the rainbow-colored ladder to Kim Jong Un, the room fell into an icy silence. The Supreme Leader's expression darkened as he perceived the act as a blatant act of rebellion. Mindlesswork was immediately arrested and charged with spreading anti-Korean propaganda. For 3 long years, Mindlesswork rotted in a freezing prison cell. His days were spent reflecting on ladders while missing his husband, Jonathan. Mindlesswork was often interrupted by his cellmates' jokes and pranks. One fateful day, a fellow prisoner approached him with a devious smile.
"Hey, Mindlesswork," the prisoner whispered. "If you shout something really bold, the guards will think you're fearless and might treat you better. Trust me, bro."
Eager to gain some favor, Mindlesswork climbed atop a rickety stool in the cell block and bellowed,
"Hiroshima, Nagasaki, we do it again."
The guards froze in disbelief, their attention snapping to him. Thinking they were impressed, Mindlesswork continued louder.
"Hiroshima and Nagasaki were good things. Fukushima, praise the Lord, Johnny Somali."
The guards stormed toward him, dragging him to an interrogation room. There, they subjected him to hours of questioning, trying to make sense of his bizarre behavior. Eventually, Mindlesswork confessed that he'd once fallen off a ladder, hitting his head hard enough to see stars. He also revealed that, as a child, his mother had pushed him off a second-story balcony during a family argument. The officers exchanged bewildered looks. One muttered, "This man's brain must be a pile of scrambled eggs." However, the officers were impressed by Mindlesswork's professed praise for the legendary kick streamer, Johnny Somali. After much deliberation, they concluded that Mindlesswork's mental state was so irreparably damaged that he posed no threat to the regime. Instead of keeping him locked up, they decided it would be amusing to release him into the wilderness on a brutally cold winter night to see if he could survive. Bundled in a threadbare prison uniform, Mindlesswork was unceremoniously dumped at the edge of a forest. The guards chuckled as they watched him run away for his life, never to be seen again. Or so they thought. 4 days later, the frozen, lifeless body of Mindlesswork was found by a patrol guard. It seemed as though Mindlesswork was attempting to make his way towards the Tumen River. Well, that's all for today's tale. See you all next week for another true crime story.